Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the non-essential experience. It's your host Diego. And we're here with my co-host.
What up? It's your boy Miguel. How's it
You,
going?
you know that 2004, 2005 intro coming back at you again this week for a guest
Dude,
appearance.
I don't know. It's just mad. I think I just watched so many YouTube videos and it's like ingrained in my
Like,
brain. You know what I mean?
hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that fucking subscriber bell. Make
Smash
sure
that like button. Yeah. Fucking. At least I'm not doing all that.
right. But
You know,
welcome back, you guys.
You guys don't have to subscribe to us as long as you listen. That's all I care.
Right. But welcome back, you guys. It's episode 9? Question mark.
10. It's 10. It's
Oh,
up to
10.
10. The Thursday Friday episodes will always be even number, and the Tuesdays episodes will always be odd.
So welcome back, episode 10. I totally knew that from the very beginning. Fuck. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. It must have not been important, you know. My fucking peanut brain, I guess. I go from fucking either peanut brain to galaxy brain. It's interchangeable. So how's your week going, Miguel? What you been up to?
It's been okay. So two things have happened to me in this week. One, I tried these new Chips Ahoy flavor.
Okay.
I'm looking at them right now.
Okay.
Did you not expect this?
It was such a major event in your week that you had
it kind of is,
dude.
So they're it's about to be Fat Boy Hour right here. So
you know,
they're limited edition. And I will say this, it's the weirdest combination I think I've ever seen for Chips Ahoy.
Okay.
It's Chips Ahoy's with Sour Patch Kids in it.
Oh, what the fuck?
How does that sound to you?
Dude, that sounds fucking disgusting. Ew. Ew. What the fuck? That's just what the fuck, dude?
My curiosity got the best of me in this situation. Because I love Sour Patch Kids.
See, I don't love them, but I do enjoy them.
Chips Ahoy.
So that just sounds nasty, dude. What the fuck? Ew, like the sourness from the Sour Patch Kid with the fucking sweetness from the child. Oh, dude.
Someone looking at them, they look nasty. And dude, still, beyond my better judgments, I bought them because I'm like, you know what? These look nasty, but I love both these things. And it might just be such a crazy fusion of flavors that it can work. You know what I mean?
Dude, get out. Like, get out and don't come back. Ugh.
And so I grabbed the first one and I'm like, let's fucking go. I'm not dipping these in milk. I'll say that right now. No milk with these cookies.
I was about to like go to your house and fucking stab you if you said you dipped them in milk. I was about to say, you fucking monster. What the fuck is this?
Normally, I love my Chips Ahoy's with milk. Especially the classic blue bag Chips Ahoy, because they're a little hard, but when you dip them in milk, they're fucking amazing.
Dude, I have a question after you talk about this fucking monstrosity.
So I grabbed the first one and I'm like, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. Let's go.
Dude, I was hungry until you started talking about that. Now I'm just like, now I don't want to eat.
I bite into it and I'm like, yep, that's that Chips Ahoy crunch. Chew it, like, yep, that's that Sour Patch Kids softness. Swallow it. I'm like, holy shit, dude. That is a terrible combination.
Okay, good. I thought you were gonna say that it was good. You're building me up there, dude. I'm just like, oh, dude, did we just cancel the podcast for the 5th time?
It doesn't work. It does not work.
Okay, thank God. You saved me, dude. I thought I was gonna have to fucking jump off a building because
the flavors are way too contrasting. It just does not work. I mean, props to them for giving it a try, and I'm gonna power through this bag because I'm not throwing away. Dude, I'm not throwing away cookies.
I would throw them bitches out, or just pick out the fucking Sour Patch.
You can't pick them out. They're like baked in, dude. Like
oh my god.
it's not like full ass Sour Patch Kids are
Hey,
like fucking climbing out of the cookie.
hey,
It's like
so look. For the content, and we can post this. We were going to talk about it at the end of the show, but we'll talk about it now.
okay.
We're going to start posting like little clips, like snippets
Yeah,
of the best moments of the podcast on a YouTube channel.
of
So
course.
just in case you don't have the time to listen to the full hour and a half, because we're fucking idiots that always go to hour and a half. You guys can listen to those little snippets. I was thinking maybe just for the content, if just to try it, you dip one of those cookies into milk,
Oh, you want me to
and you
do that on
and you
camera?
and you record yourself, so we get your fucking first class, your first hand, like viewing of the torture.
I'll do for the podcast and for like the 10 people that listen. I'll do it.
Like I said, for the content.
So I'm for those listening, at some point, not today, but some point this weekend, next week, I will clip this part out, put it in a YouTube video, and actually put this audio, the beginning audio part into it, and then lead it into me eating the cookie.
Exactly, like as a dare, like so. Future Diego and Miguel, like make sure you cut it like around like right here, and then
It'll be like a 2-minute video. Yeah, like
yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I think I need milk. I don't think I have milk in my fridge right now. I need to get milk.
Well, yeah. So I hope I can't wait
watch
to see
watch it make it way better, dude. I'm like,
watch it be like the missing link. It's
like Chips Ahoy, they're meant to be dipped in milk, and maybe that's where I messed up. Is that
right?
If you dip it in milk, the cookie gets soft, the flavors mix. It might actually work.
Dude, what if like this is the last step for fucking humans to evolve, eating fucking Chips Ahoy with Sour Patch Kid and milk.
So yeah, be on the lookout for that.
Dude, what the fuck? I thought you were gonna say that you set me up for fucking like.
I know. I purposely built it up to sound like these are gonna be a fucking amazing, but no, they're not.
Oh man,
So
I'm glad.
The other thing is, so I recently bought a pair of headphones, a Razer Kraken X.
Dude, you fucked it up. It should have been like Raycon, which is our sponsor for today's episode. Not sponsored, by the way. But
I would love for Razer to sponsor me. They can send me keyboards, mouses, microphones.
I think Michelle actually just bought a pair of Razer headset, like a Razer headset for the PlayStation, and she loves it.
So I bought the Razer headset, and this one's for PC/X. It's really for anything a head jack goes into. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they're advertised for like an all-in-one PC, Xbox, PlayStation. And they come. If you have any, this is the first Razer product I ever bought. It comes with this one unlock code. It says unlock your headset to the full potential now. And I'm like, what? You go there's this website at the bottom. You go to this website. It sends you to download this thing to enhance your computer's audio to 7.1 surround sound.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. I downloaded. You input the product key in it, and dude, it's stupid how much better the audio is. Like how is this a thing that there's a program that literally makes your audio better?
Dude, what the fuck?
I'm telling you, I don't know how it works. And
I think I'm gonna try it because Michelle has the code too, so I might try it right now.
Try it, and like it gives you an option to toggle it off or on, and holy shit, dude! Especially when I listen to like EDM music. So at the time when I played it, I was listening to EDM, and then I had it off, and then I installed it. You have to restart your computer, and then turned it on, and I'm like, holy shit! And then I turned it off and on, and I'm like, dude, the fucking difference is night and day. Like one thing is like I have speakers that have bass on them, so like when you turn the bass off, it's night and day. And then with the 7.1 surround sound, it's fucking phenomenal, dude. I'm like, dude, like how is this possible? A program can significantly upgrade an audio like that. You know what I mean? When I'm still using the same speakers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, I'm gonna try that out.
Try it. It's fucking great.
So since I already forgot and I don't want to forget again, But
Yeah,
the question I was gonna ask you: are you a Chips Ahoy fan or an Oreo fan?
Chips Ahoy. Chips Ahoy is all the way.
Thank fucking God. I thought you were fucking amoeba brain like Michelle, because Michelle likes Oreos more.
In
So
my
whenever we buy
opinion,
cookies, dude, we have to buy one or the other.
my opinion, basic Oreos they're good, but I get tired of the chocolate real fucking quick.
Same,
Honestly,
dude. Like, see, like, let me tell you how, like, when, like we said, Fat Boy Hour. Like, once we start talking about food, we can go on for hours. Por eso estamos como estamos. Whoever knows
just
us,
to let y'all know if you're listening, this was not planned.
this is not planned at
But
all.
we're going there. But we're going there now.
But the podcast. Me and Miguel just ramble on about random shit. So like when I eat cookies, I like to get a fucking cup of milk, like a little like tacita,
Yeah.
and then what I'll do is I'll get one cookie, like a Chip Ahoy, dump it in, like just like throw it in the milk. Then get
Ooh,
another
I've done
cookie.
that. I've done that.
Then get another cookie, and then and just eat the cookie like normal, and I'll put like maybe like 3 cookies inside in the glass without eating them. So when I drink the milk when I'm done eating cookies,
it tastes like cookie.
Well, you have like fully like big like soft
chunks, yeah,
chunks of cookie at the very bottom. So it's like a hidden treat, and I can't do that with Oreos because it just doesn't taste as good.
You know which other cookie you can do that with that I love doing with?
What?
Those like coconut cookies, those Mexican coconut cookies.
Dude, so good.
The little rectangle ones, square ones.
Mm-hmm. See, I normally eat those only with coffee though. Like the few times, like the once a year that I have coffee, that's what I have it with.
See, that's one trend that it's not that I've never followed. Like I know a lot of Mexicans love like their fucking buns and like cookies with coffee.
Mm-hmm.
La abuelita's coffee. I don't do it.
So yeah, like I said, it's something that I don't do very often, but I do every once in a while. But I think before we keep going, because we had a topic that we wanted to like talk about today.
I'm down to talk about cookies for a little bit because I got a lot of things to say about Chips Ahoy's and Oreos. I'm already there, bro. I'm already there.
Okay, well let's just keep going. I guess if we have time, we'll talk about the topic, and if not, then we'll just push it back.
I don't see us talking about cookies for an hour. Let's fucking go. So first off, Oreos are
who fucking knows? Like, remember what we talked about last week? We always say that, you know what, this fucking topic should only last like 30 minutes. An hour and a half later, we're like, oh my god, what the fuck was that?
So I'm not gonna sit here and shit on Oreos. I'm not. They're good in certain quantities, like in what's that word? Like small quantities.
I don't know, like
there's a word. It's a skinny people word, but I don't know it.
Like portion, like a portion.
Portion. There we go. That's a skinny people word, Diego.
Ew, portion. Ew. It's like I eat until I get sick, and that's all.
So Oreos are good in portions. I'll say that. I love but Oreos is not something I almost ever crave. And like I said, I can eat like 4 or 5, and I'm good. And you know what? I'm happy. But I gotta give a shout out to their peanut butter Oreos. Have you ever had the peanut butter Oreos?
Nah, I've never had peanut butter Oreos.
Oh, if you like peanut butter, obviously. If you don't like peanut butter, I can stay away. If you're allergic, try them. No, I was kidding.
Just like scarf them down. If you die, like it's worth it.
These fucking peanut butter Oreos are phenomenal, dude. Like I love. I absolutely, because chocolate and peanut butter go like Reese's fucking cups. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chocolate and peanut butter is a match made in heaven. I believe it's a commercial. But so peanut butter Oreos, game changers. Highly recommend. Never had them? Try them, buy them, or your money back.
Not from me.
Not from me. The store. You just take back the receipt.
Just like making sure that is.
And if you complain enough, they might give you your money back.
Like, we will not pay you at all. Like, we will not give you your money back at all whatsoever. Just
the first person that gets them and doesn't like them, I might give you your money back.
We won't.
But and then the other shout out I got to give to Oreos is that these fuckers go out the box. They fucking team up with so many brands out there. Like they've done Fruity Pebble Oreos. There's Reese's Peanut Butter Oreos. They've done They've done Coca-Cola Oreos. Like these
Oh.
guys, there's been Starbucks Oreos. Like these guys,
They're fucking idiots, I guess. Like they just team up with anyone, try to see if they can whatever sticks to the wall.
they've done peanut butter and jelly Oreos. Like these guys have done it all. I haven't. I rarely ever tried like crazy flavors in Oreo. I did a mystery flavor once, and dude, I forgot what they ended up being. They ended up being some like Irish thing, but they literally tasted like the cinnamon twist from Taco Bell. Those Oreos were phenomenal, and I miss them, and I think about them all the time.
So, want to know a cookie that I think is criminally underrated?
Which one?
Well, two of them. These are my two favorite cookies. And I just love them. I've loved like one of them I've loved since I was a little kid, and one I fell in love with maybe like a year, 2 years ago, maybe. The first one, the one that I fell in love with recently, is a fucking like the chocolate coconut one. The Samoans, I think they're called, from like the ones that they sell like the Girl Scouts sell. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, honestly, I think Girl Scout cookies in general are highly overrated.
You think they're overrated?
Highly overrated.
Like I'm not defending the Girl Scout cookies. I'm just defending the specific ones that are like the coconut with the chocolate. I
haven't tried that one, so I can't speak to it. I've had the mint one. I've had the peanut butter one. I've had another one. I don't know which one it was.
See, like I said, I'm not defending the.
Dude, I love coconut cookies, dude.
I'm not defending the fucking the Girl Scout ones. I'm just defending these specific ones.
Okay.
Like, you know the Keebler Elf things, whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah.
Like, that brand. Get them from them, dude. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. If
you
buy
me why basic chocolate chip Keebler cookies are fucking the worst, but Keebler Elves in general have good cookies. Just their basic chocolate chip cookie.
I don't think
really
I've ever had.
I don't have it. It's trash. It's trash.
Dude, but the other one from them that I love,
your mouth.
The one that I love from them, that was a little
circle one with chocolate on it.
Dude, the fudge striped. Oh my god,
dude, that is my favorite as a kid.
It's still my favorite. Like
I would literally stack them on my finger. Like when I didn't have fat fucking fingers, I would stack them on my finger and I would eat them off my fingers.
Same. I was just about to say that.
Oh my god, dude, that shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I think we're just destined to be fat. I don't think we had another choice. Like it was just like from the moment we were born, they're like, all right, these guys, they're gonna be thick boys.
Oh fuck, dude, that shit was the best. Like putting them on your fingers and eating them off, and then when it was kind of summer, the chocolate melts on your finger a little bit. You lick it off afterwards.
You deep throat your finger to get all the chocolate.
Oh shit, that's so funny, dude.
Man, like, I kind of want cookies now.
Those I know. All I got is the Sour Patch ones right now.
Ew. Well, it's okay. You can just record the fucking the dunkening later.
But back to the original like conversation of Chips Ahoy's Oreos. Chips Ahoy's first of all, it's like say betters and the whole Oreos paired with milk, like that's their slogan.
Milk's
I'm like,
friend.
No, that's Chips Ahoy is Milk's best friend. First off,
that's a lie.
That's a lie.
The fucking Dr. Phil thing. That's a lie. The little sound clip that they use.
Determined that is a lie.
No, that's that would be more like a mixture of
Oh, that like has Maury. You are not the father. Yeah, I know. Like you're right. You're
Maury and Dr. Phil.
Either way, Chips Ahoy all the way, whipped milk. Specifically, dude, when it comes to Chips Ahoy, my two favorite Chips Ahoys are the white macadamia ones.
Never had them.
Phenomenal, bro. If you guys love and I feel like most people do, the ones from Subway, the white macadamia. They don't taste the same, but I think these are just as good though. I think the Chips Ahoy ones are just as good. And then the Chewies.
See, the Chewies make my tummy hurt, so I don't.
I can't eat too many of the Chewies, but I love the Chewies.
Dude, I eat like one of them, and then my stomach is like, "Hey, dog, like cut that shit out. Like either cut that shit out, or you know."
And that's when you go, "Hey, dog, take it or leave it."
I'm like, "Nah, dog. Like I got it. I heard you said cut it out. There it is. No more." Like I get like this like a really weird sharp pain in my stomach whenever
Oh,
like even with
damn.
just one, dude. And then like I'm really weak for my stomach, and I always have been since I was a kid.
I
Um,
recently started becoming weak of the stomach, unfortunately.
so like when my stomach is like, nah, dude, like cut this shit out. I'm like, hurt. I'm not even gonna risk it. Like, I have a really nasty story that I could tell on the podcast. Not today. I'll tell it another day. Something that happened to me a couple years ago.
Don't
It was just, it
even
was
if you're not gonna tell it, don't even tease it.
yeah. I would have just it's yeah. Just I'll just leave it there. I'll talk about it. Like,
We got an embarrassing stories podcast down the road.
yeah, that will be later. I think that moment will probably like be up there, like amongst the top of like everything. I genuinely don't think. I don't think that. I think that might be the most like the grossest thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, I'm
So
not ready for that.
yeah, dude, it's fucking bad.
Have you had the Reese's Chips Ahoy? Those are really good too.
Nah,
Because they
dude,
actually they throw
I
in some
don't.
pretty chunky pieces of Reese's in
I
there.
don't. I don't risk it. The normal blue chips Ahoy are just so good that I don't need.
I
None of
mean,
that
I get
fancy
it.
shit.
Nothing beats the classics, right?
Exactly. Fucking exactly.
I think that's about all I gotta say about cookies. I'm just saying
I think
Chips
so. I think so
Ahoy's.
too. Yeah. I think that's all we can talk about cookies relatively.
And then one last thing, the fuck. We talked about it in our cereal episode, the cookie one.
Oh, the fucking cookie ice cream, not ice cream, the cookie fucking cereal.
Yeah, Cookie Crisp.
Cookie crisp, yeah. The one with the little dog.
Yeah, those are okay.
Yeah, right.
They don't really taste like chocolate chip cookies. They don't taste bad. They just don't. In my opinion, they don't really taste like chocolate chip cookies.
They don't. They just kind of taste like fucking like sugar shaped in this form of a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, exactly,
Like,
exactly.
but
Cookie
but when,
Crisp.
but when I was a kid, that's all I needed. That is all I needed. The
Yeah, I
sugar
remember
and the shape.
as an adult when I tried the Cookie Crisp again, I'm like, oh, not that great.
Yeah, they're not. They're not that great at all.
All right, let's shift into our
Let's
original real subjects.
hit the clutch and switch gears real quick. So yesterday, Xbox did their their Xbox Series
So
whatever.
I know you didn't know much of it going into it. So pretty much going into it, Xbox is like, next generation is here. This Thursday, get ready to see the future of gaming. You will get your first glimpse at next generation graphics, next generation gameplay. Make sure to tune in Thursday. Everything changes. Like they hyped the fuck out of this thing, bro. And like lots of next gen gameplay. And then we get to it, and it's a fucking dud, bro.
Dude, it was such a fucking disappointment.
They
Like,
lied to us. They bamboozled us. Like they just first
it
off,
was,
there was like no gameplay at all in those 30
dude,
minutes.
that's my biggest complaint. It was like 30 minutes of supposedly like in-game gameplay, like all these like
And then they're after the backlash, they're like some of the people in there are like, well, it's in-game footage that were you in-game engine. I'm like, that's not gameplay, asshole. Like
it's like right, like just because it's fucking in-game doesn't mean shit. And in Dragon Quest 11, as beautiful as that game is, there's like the big like important cutscenes. They go from like uh like uh like let's say like 1080p to like 4K. They go to like completely different like qualities because it's more important.
and
And
don't get me wrong. Oh go ahead. I thought you were
yeah,
go.
and I was gonna say just because they have a few scenes in the games that are like 4K quality, they can't be like, oh yeah, the entire game is 4K because yeah, the cutscenes can look gorgeous. Most of the times, cutscenes in games do look better than just normal gameplay, but that's kind of really deceiving. Like that's like deceitful and a really bad. It's not a good way to start off the whole like next gen console wars because after the
So
fucking go no you can go.
I said so. I'm used to these press conferences where all you do is see a bunch of CG trailer and they don't really show you gameplay because they just they want you to buy in. They want you to be interested. So I get it. I do understand that. Dude, I've been a gamer my whole life. I've been watching E3 for fucking years. I get it. But when you tell me that you're going to be showing lots of gameplay and then you show no gameplay, I'm like that's where I get where it bugs me because I'm like, if you would just been like, oh, just come Thursday where you take a sneak peek at what we got next gen from our third parties, then I'll be like, okay, if I got this, they told me that I get this, I'm happy, I'm cool, I'm like, this is dope because there is some interesting games in there. But when you're like hype it up, like, oh, the next gen starts now, the future is here, we're gonna show you lots of gameplay of what Xbox can do, and I'm like, you don't show me any gameplay, like that's a fucking lie, that's misleading, and so overall, this shit was kind of trash. But there's some games in there that looked interesting, and and what the like? Is there anything that stuck out to you?
The only game that looked interesting to me was a game called Call of the Sea, and there's not like we don't have a lot to talk about these games because they were just kind of like the trailers.
They're like
for the
1
game.
minute trailers each.
Yeah. I think this trailer was the only trailer that you actually saw like a little bit of
Well,
like
someone's walking around, but it's hard to tell if it's gameplay or not. It could be gameplay.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
You ever seen Firewatch? You ever played Firewatch?
I've never played it because after the whole controversy with him and PewDiePie, I was like, "Fuck that guy! I don't want to play it."
Oh, I don't know that controversy, but that game's phenomenal, and this is what this game reminds me of.
But yeah, so like I said, it's hard to determine if it's like trailers or if it's actually in-game footage. Because if it's in-game footage, it looks awesome.
So yeah, so first they started off with this game called Bright Memory Infinite. It's like this dude with a gun and a sword in the rain.
Dude, it's weird.
It looked like Crysis. I don't know if you ever seen or heard or played Crysis, a video game.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me like a futuristic Sekiro.
And that's what I thought it was. And then when he brought the sword out, I'm like, well, this is definitely not Crysis. And this trailer was actually made, and this game, I guess, is being made by one person.
Yeah, it's being made by one person. So that's what it said in the fucking video. But
that's
apparently
crazy.
they're okay with lying to us. So it could be a completely like a 500-person team working on that.
No, I believe it. I know. There's a lot of times. Then they showed off Dirt 5. I don't give a shit about.
But hold on. Let's go back to that one game. Let's go back to the fucking. Dude, tell me that at first I was kind of like, okay, the game is all right, but then it was just like I had so many questions by the end of it because it started off like him in like a Japanese like in a like a.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's like a samurai area. No one looks like samurais, but the buildings are like Japanese samurai-esque.
And he's like running around like a ninja, like shooting people with like a fucking gun. And then like these meteors come and hit the fucking floor, and these giant dudes with like shields come out, and he busts out a fucking sword out of nowhere, starts doing like these fucking like just like these. He slows
them down time. He has like a freaking grappling hook. Like his freaking LMG turns into a shotgun at one point. It's weird.
Like it has like his pistol has like a grenade launcher attached to it, and then like after all the action, it's like done. He gets to this gate, and
Marty McFly shows up in a DeLorean.
Like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, did they make him Ready Player One into a game? Because I was like, dude, what the fuck is what is this? Samurais, guns. Like fucking like God of War-esque like fighting, and then a fucking car. I was like, dude, like what the fuck am I watching? So
yeah, I have no idea what this game really is. No one does. I don't even know how. I'm guessing the game's not that far in development because it's being made by one dude.
Dude, I have no idea.
I'm interested enough though. I'm interested enough in that game.
It's one of those games where I'm not excited for, but
it can either be really bad or it can be good.
But I am gonna keep watching. Like I am gonna like the more I hear about it, I'm gonna pay attention to it because I have so many questions and that I don't need the answers, but I would like some answers.
Yeah, same. And then like I said, they
Dirt
showed
5.
Dirt 5, whatever. I don't care.
Whatever, another fucking racing game that they're all the same. Then they showed
Scorned, which looks amazing. It's like no idea what it is. It kind of looks like you ever seen the movie Prometheus? Prometheus.
Yeah,
It looked like that. Honestly, I thought it was like a movie about aliens.
dude,
Like,
I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like an alien, like aliens. Like I thought it was gonna be
yeah,
like a movie about
not
aliens,
like aliens, Martians, but like aliens, like the
movie, like the movie franchise,
yeah,
like
the Ridley
Alien versus
Scott,
Predator. Like
Ridley Scott's alien.
same.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I thought, and I was like, oh shit! Like I thought maybe like something was going on between, because you know how they just released the Predator game, and I was like,
yeah,
oh shit! If
hunting
they're
grounds.
releasing,
Yeah,
I was like, if they're releasing a fucking alien, like an alien game, they might be trying to build up into like a connected game universe,
that'd be
which
crazy.
I wouldn't be too mad about. But then I was like, the game looked. I'm not into horror games. 'Cause I'm a little bitch. But it looked good for a horror game. It was pretty creepy. Like
I love horror games, but I'm also a little bitch when it comes to horror games.
like
I have a hard time finishing like the really spooky ones. The ones where you're the horror games where you're pretty much defenseless is the ones where I have a hard like if it's an action horror, I can get through it, like a Resident Evil, stuff like that. But when it's
you
like,
just, fucking strong arm your way through, just like bully things out of your way.
but when it's like all you have is a fucking flashlight,
And a
like
camera, like, and you're running
no
away
thank
from
you,
like psychopaths.
no
Yeah.
thank you.
Fuck that.
My heart rate just can't take
Yeah,
it.
dude, I was just like, fuck that. What was after that?
It was some game called Chorus. I don't even. It was some space game. Like I guess it was
oh
cool.
yeah, the one, it was like spaceships flying around, and dude, it didn't look to be honest to me. Maybe it looked good to you, but it looked boring to me. There was like it didn't. The gameplay looked stale. It didn't look too like enticing. Like
It looked meh. It looked meh. Like
So
it was definitely one of the prettier games that they showed. Because in my opinion, most of these games, and I get it, I'm watching them on my TV. It's streamed, so you're not gonna get the full potential. But like a lot of these games didn't really feel like holy shit, this is next gen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really just looked like console stuff. To be honest, like it didn't look.
And then so next one was this one. Actually, was I was interested at first. The vampires game.
Dude, that one looked. I thought it was gonna be something else when it first starts up, because he's like a guy dancing in front of a Christmas tree.
Which that guy looks like Jesse Eisenberg from Batman v Superman as Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
Looks just like him, like identical. I swear. That's the first thing I thought of. But yeah, he's dancing, and there's the whole like the family. I guess he murdered is like hanging from
they're
fish
smiling, like there's like he's forcing them to smile.
Yeah,
like it looked really interesting,
kind of like Joker-ish type.
Yeah, it looked really interesting, but
graphically, this one definitely did not look next gen, but it was still looked interesting though.
Yeah, it was. It's one of those that a lot of these games were just like I wasn't excited for them. You get me? Like none of this made me be like, yes, I'm excited for next gen. Like, I can't wait. It was just kind of like, okay, like they could release this on the current gen consoles and still be
that
like
that one piqued my interest though. That one piqued my interest.
Well, yeah, like, but none of them, none of these games made me like, oh, I can't like I can't wait to play that. That looks really good.
Exactly.
All of them were like, even the ones that I like, even Call of the Sea was something where I was just kind of like, even though it's the one that I like the most out of all the ones that they showed.
There's two games on here that they showed that I'm like, I can't wait to play, but we'll get to them.
But yeah,
for me personally.
But for me, I didn't feel like that was any of these games. The Vampires one, it did look cool, and I was like, cool. Like I'll pay attention to it, and maybe it's good. And if it's good, I'll play it. But I'm not holding my breath for it.
Dude, when it started, I'm like, fuck. And they're showing like all these like serial killers, what looks like serial killers. I'm like, this is for me. This one is for me, dude. I'm excited. I can't wait. I want to play this. This looks like right up my alley. And then the longer it went on, then it's about vampires, and it's actually a sequel to a game that I never played. So I'm like, I'm less excited now, but I'm still gonna keep an eye out on it.
Mm-hmm. And then they showed a fucking Madden, and I was like, whatever, get this.
Whatever, yeah, that doesn't matter. I like Madden, but again, that's the same shit, different day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No need to get into that one at all.
They showed that
Call
one.
Call of the Sea. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Then they showed because I have the list right here.
Uh.
Then they showed this game called The Accent. This one looks like cyberpunkish, and it looked cool. The futuristic one.
Oh, it looks really cool, but then you
Then they
find
show
out that it
game.
was
This one actually did show gameplay.
yeah, but it was literally like it's so basic that it's like wow, whatever. Like this
So these kinds of games I actually do like, and they're fun. But these are not games I'm excited for. You know what I mean?
exactly. They're like a game that I might buy when it's on sale for like 15, $20.
Like when it
But I
comes
want
out, if I remember about it, I'll buy it. Because I do like these types of games where you're pretty much, if they're dual stick shooters, pretty much they're kind of like, they're from like, oh, they're not over the top camera. They're kind of like, I don't know, between over the top and between like behind the character. It's hard to, it's like from an angle and you just pretty
like
much control
it's
it
like
with
a
two
bird's eye
buttons.
view. Like you
Yeah,
get like
bird's
a
eye
bird's
view.
eye
That's exactly what it is. You control it with the two thumbsticks. One's to move around, the other one's to shoot. It's clearly that type of game. I love those type of games, but that's not the type of game I look forward to.
Yeah, like I said, it looked all right, but just
Yeah, I have no doubt that game will be good, and I like anything that's cyberpunk futuristic is up my alley.
see a problem I had with that though is like that doesn't need to be next gen. And the way they were talking, the way that they talked about, like even before all the like gameplay started, like oh, like this is gonna be the next gen gameplay. Like this is what the next console is gonna be capable of doing. And I'm like, cool, you're able to play a fucking bird's eye view game that you're able to do in like little arcade machines back in the day.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly. I'm so excited, but yeah, I get you. Then the next was The Medium.
Oh, dude, that one looked a little. That one kind of looked
That
that
one
was
looks
like a
interesting.
psychological horror, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that one.
one had literally had no gameplay, and I don't even think this was in engine either. This was straight a CG trailer, but it looks interesting.
Yeah,
There's like a pregnant lady getting a sonogram, and then she's crying afterwards, praying.
like something's going on. Something with that baby is going on, or even just around the world. Like then, like at some point, the world starts deteriorating.
Yeah,
It's
then she runs out. She has blood on her hands. She has a knife.
yeah, it looked good,
It looks
but
interesting. I'm hyped for this, but I need to see what the game actually is about. What kind of gameplay is it? You know what I mean?
like I said, it's not something that I'm excited for. And then I'm not into horror games because I'm like previously stated, I'm a little bitch. I'm a bitch baby
Yeah.
when it comes to like horror stuff. So I don't need to play that game. So I'll just wait for everyone else to play it, and I'll probably just watch like a fucking stream.
Then next was Scarlet Nexus, which is the most anime as an anime game.
Yeah, as much as I love anime, I'm not excited for this game.
This game
I,
looks okay.
I hope it's good. If it's
This
good, like
Yeah, it looks like it's fun, but it looks like it can get repetitive and it
yeah.
can be a very whatever game. But it looks fun. It looks fun, and I'm interested enough where again, I'm gonna keep an eye on this one.
See, I went Call of the Sea, this one, and then all the other ones were kind of whatever to me.
This one, like I said again, there's nothing about, and then maybe it's because it's the art style, but nothing about this game says next gen.
Yeah.
It's not like you're doing anything that's over the top either. Because next gen doesn't always have to be graphics. It can also be where like there's just a lot of shit going on the screen.
Oh, I
But
know that.
this
Like,
game,
it could also
but this
be
game
like
had neither of that though. You know what I mean?
it could be higher frame rate and stuff like that, even like that with that. But it's just, I don't know. I was just kind of disappointed.
And then the next game was Second Extinction, which people are calling it Turok meets Left 4 Dead. Like
That one actually, I forgot. I completely forgot about that one.
this
That one's
looks like
like a
fun. This
dinosaur,
actually
right?
looks like fun.
No, that's the dinosaur one, right?
This is the dinosaur one where it's pretty much people like said it's like Left 4 Dead meets Turok, where it's you're a team of 4 or 3 or whatever. I forgot what it was,
I think it
and
was
you just
4.
got to survive hordes of dinosaurs. This one actually
That
looks
one,
fun,
yeah. Thinking about it, that one might actually look.
and
That one,
graphically it looked really good too.
yeah. I think.
Because I'm watching it right now, like the limbs of the dinosaurs are flying off. This does look next gen.
See, that one I might be down to play like that just because I'm really into like zombies,
Yeah,
like
it's like
Call of Duty zombie.
Ark meets zombies.
Yeah, like Archmage zombies. So I
Because
think that one I might be interested to play that. Um,
because you can already imagine like the boss like rounds are gonna be like T-Rexes and like whatever other fucking. This one actually, I'm really, now that I watched the trailer again, I'm actually really excited for this one.
Yeah, I hope that's gonna be like a game that's gonna be fun if we can get like a group to play. Like to
Oh,
play
for
with us.
sure.
Like,
And again, every game that they showed here, pretty much every game that's on, and none of the, I think only 2 of these games were exclusive, and I don't remember which ones they were. They didn't say it in the thingy, but they said it afterwards. But either way, it looks awesome. And anything that's on Xbox is on PC. So like, I know you're more of a PC gamer now, and I don't see you buying any next gen consoles. Maybe the PS5 because PlayStation still does exclusives. Xbox, anything on Xbox is pretty much on PC. So that it could be something we can play together and it looks fun.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy the new Xbox. I might buy the PlayStation 5 when it comes out, just to be able to say that I have it.
Yeah, and like I said, because PlayStation still makes exclusives that you can only play on PlayStation, and on Xbox, I think it's truly exclusive anymore.
Yeah,
Which is not it's a good thing actually because they're very customer friendly. Like, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Where Sony's forcing you to spend 400 or 500, probably 500, to play their games. Where Xbox, like, you know what, you got a game PC, play our games. That's fine. You don't need to buy our Xbox. But yeah, the next game was Yakuza 5 or 6, I think it is, aka Like a Dragon. This game looks fucking dope. But then again, I've been playing Yakuza since the PS2. I'm a longtime fan. This game looks amazing.
See, I never played them, but it looks fun. Like it looks like just like a fucking like a fun like a fun ride.
And then on top of that, Yakuza games that's one thing about Yakuza is literally Japanese GTA. That's the best way to put it. It's literally Japanese GTA, and then not like GTA 5 or 6. It's like old school GTA. No, I mean 4 or 5. Like it's the older ones where it's more arcadey in a good way, where it's not super hyper realistic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I will say about this one is the story itself looks good.
It looks interesting.
Like the dude fucking goes to jail because the Yakuza leader asked him to take the hit for somebody else. He didn't actually commit the crime. He gets out of jail, and the boss is like, you know what? We can't have you alive, so we're fucking gonna murder you. And this like, it seems like it's about him like fucking finding himself, trying to get payback. And it looks awesome. The story looked actually intriguing for a Yakuza game while still being super jokey, where he's fucking pulling a bat out of the ground like it's fucking King Arthur's sword. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it looked cool. I'm not gonna play it because I've never played, and they never really like grabbed my attention. But it looked like
I recommend the Yakuza games. They're hella fun.
It looks fun. I don't
These
know.
These are good games to like listen to podcasts or listen to music while you play, because like you can pay some attention to it, but you don't really have to. The gameplay is just really fucking fun and just stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that was it, right?
No, and then the last thing, which is the thing they hyped up the most, like, get ready for the Assassin's Creed first ever gameplay.
I actually didn't watch that. Like in the video that I saw, it wasn't.
Oh, you know why? It was there, but it's just they do this one thing where they're like, "Oh, it's over," and then, "Oh wait, one more thing." You know what I mean?
Those fucking assholes.
You probably click back, yeah.
They bamboozled the fucking shit out of me.
So Ubisoft and Microsoft hyped it up all week, like this is gonna be the first gameplay of the next Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just a CG trailer, and they're like, "Oh, we use in-game engine. We use the in-game."
Is it the one where like they're fighting, and like the head Valhalla dude, like he looks back and there's some like wizard standing by a tree?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I did see it. I saw it.
Nothing of this looked like it was gameplay at all.
Not a single moment looked like it was gameplay. Literally, they're lying through their fucking teeth. Like, yeah, that's some bullshit. Like, damn, I can't. If I had a fucking like Stream Deck or something, I'd press the "that's a lie" button from Dr. Phil, because that is a fucking lie.
But either way, I am so hyped because I like the Assassin's Creed. At first, I was down on the game because like, and when you had this conversation off the mic, where I'm like, Assassins in Vikings times just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't, but after actually watching the trailer for it, I'm like, it looks fucking awesome. I don't care.
Yeah, it just looks like a For Honor game that's not PvP, that's PvE, which is cool. I don't mind. But my problem is that they're fucking lying, saying that, oh, it's the in-game trailer, blah blah blah. Like, no, it's not. Stop lying. Like, it's a fucking like you tried to make a fucking 30-minute, like a 30-second movie. Like, chill out. Like,
And to me, I was like, okay, yeah, exactly. But I'm excited. Assassin's Creed. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. Those games are some of the most fun games, and I can't wait for it.
and that was it, right? Though after
That's it. That's it for Xbox. Afterwards,
So-
they just talked to the developers, and they didn't show nothing
I
different.
don't care about that.
I didn't watch
So-
that either. I didn't care.
So, like I said, it was really underwhelming for me. I hope that whenever PlayStation does theirs, I don't know if they've released a word on when they're gonna do theirs, or if they're gonna do one. I just hope it's not as bad as this one, because
So
I think
here's the thing. So let's talk about PlayStation now. Let's kind of switch over to PlayStation for our, I guess, final topic. So PlayStation has been trickling information out. They've yet to have a quote unquote presentation. They've had one like a month, 2 months ago where they talked about what the PS5 is capable of. See, and that's the difference, because like right now Xbox was like, oh, take a look at the future now, and they just showed a bunch of fucking movies and 2 games had gameplay and that was it. PlayStation last 2 months they had a boring ass conference, but it was more educational where they talked about everything. Like, oh, the PS5 has the SSD, it has this, and then we'll like, we have no future games to announce or show yet, but let us show you what Spider-Man on PS4 looks like on PS5. Not graphically, but they're showing the load times, and they compared it screen by screen. And I'm like, to me, this is more interesting because you're actually showing us what the console can do. Maybe you're not showing me graphically what it can do, but like they're showing like on. Did you ever play Spider-Man on PS4?
no, I never played it.
So when you fast travel on the PS4, on the PS4 version of Spider-Man 4. You get a little cutscene every time, like pretty much it's a load screen, but it's like a little movie where it's you see Spider-Man on the train riding it with people, because like the joke is like, oh, Spider-Man can't swing around the entire city, he'll get tired, so he rides the subway too, and it's funny. They're funny, but after a while, after fast traveling so much, it's like, okay, it gets
annoying,
annoying, but I compliment them for like having. It's essentially a loading screen, but at least it's an interesting loading screen.
Yeah,
you know what I
at
mean?
least it's something else. It's at least it's not like a fucking the GTA ones where it's just like a fucking paneling of pictures, dude.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like I don't want to see this.
Yeah, exactly. So this one, and they showed it side by side with it running on the PS5, and like literally it's a snap of the finger. Where the PS4 one's like it's a 30-second thing, a 40-second, and then the one on PS5 is like a snap of the finger. I don't think they even show him on the train, or if they do, it's like for a split second.
Well, yeah, dude, it's that SSD putting in some work.
Yeah, and that's what that conference was showing, and their next one will be showing off the console and the games, but that's not like, dude, these consoles don't come out till rumored is November, so like if you have nothing to show, like clearly Xbox didn't, then why even try? Like, right? Sony, to me, it seems like Sony, I don't know for a fact, but it seems like they're taking the approach like, when we're fucking ready to show shit that's gonna blow your fucking mind, we'll show you. Until then, we'll stay silent, which is funny because people on the internet and like have been criticizing like Sony's too quiet, like they're letting Xbox take up all the mind share. I'm like, dude, these consoles don't come out till November. Microsoft just came out, did their thing, and guess what happens? The entire internet shitted on them for it.
Like just shit in their open mouths, and for what? Like it's not like they showed anything. It's like, yeah, people might be talking about them right now, but later down the road, they're not going to be talking about them at all. They're going to forget.
Because guess what? Like I said, when Sony's ready, to me, Sony seems like they're going to do it all in one. Where they're probably going to show you the console, they're probably going to tell you the price, they're probably going to tell you release date, and then they're gonna show you which games. Which rumored is the next God of War, the next New Horizon, and then I'm sure they have surprises too. So like, I can't wait. Honestly, like I'm excited. I'm gonna get both consoles personally, and that's just how I always been. Ever since I got money, I'll get every console. I like having every console. It's just I like gaming, so I'm gonna get them both. So to me, it doesn't matter who does better, but like, so Xbox just somehow keeps on fucking up, dude. Like like they do so much good, and then they do something really majorly fucking up. Like
they contradict. Like they like for every good thing they do, they'll do like for every 5 good things they do one really bad thing, and it's like, come on, you guys are finally making it ahead, and
because like Microsoft is the most consumer friendly console there ever been, and it's crazy. Like the shit they're doing, they don't have to, and they do it. Like Game Pass. Like you literally, dude, you get every fucking game for free. Not for free, but it's like Netflix for video games.
Yeah,
and like literally the brand new games are on there. Even third party brand new games are on there. Minus like the big ones like Call of Duties aren't on there and like stuff like that. But like Streets of Rage 4 just came out and it was on there the same day. And there's a few of the games that came out and they were on there day one. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Like Microsoft is hella losing money on this, but it's super consumer friendly.
But like I said, they're probably not losing as much money as you think. But it's super fucking like it is a good thing because
I feel like they're losing money on not necessarily their first party games, but on third party games because they have to pay EA. They got to pay because it's like Netflix. They got to pay a licensing fee, and they're not forever because games on that service do come and go. Obviously, the first party stuff is there forever, but the third party stuff does come and go, but it's still pretty cool that they do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But and then they come out with this conference, and I said, now everyone's just talking negatively outside of the Xbox nut huggers, which this console alliance thing, I've never understood, especially when you're when you're a little kid and your parents buy you and they can only buy you one console. So I get the whole allegiance thing, but when you're older, you got a job. I'm like,
no, you just don't get it, Miguel.
Why are you arguing about who's better? Like,
you just don't get it. You don't get that. You have to be the one that makes the right choice.
It's crazy to me.
It's same thing like like in the PC community. People fight over Intel processors and AMD processors. They're like Team Red, Team Blue. I don't think it's bad because it makes the competition more fierce for the companies, which in turn makes like buying products for the consumer better. Like strictly talking about like PC stuff. Back in the day, Intel used to like gouge people for their CPUs that weren't the best. And now that the AMD is getting good again, and that their prices are so low, Intel is losing like the CPU war because of Ryzen. So they're having to cut prices. They're having to match prices as much as they can because if they want to compete, which in turn makes it better for us, the consumers. You get me?
No, I get that. My argument, maybe I should have rephrased it. To have an allegiance of like I'm only gonna buy AMD because AMD is cheaper or better, that's fine. It's getting on the internet and arguing like, "Oh, you're an idiot for buying Intel." You know what I mean? That's the part that's really dumb to me. I'm like,
I get you there. It's just kind of like whatever. Like let the person buy whatever they want to buy. Like,
yeah, exactly. If someone just wants to buy Xbox, okay, that's fine. But when you get on the internet, like, oh, it's so much better PlayStation. First off, it's not. And two, it's dumb to even argue that. Like, dude, if you love Xbox, buy Xbox. Like, that's cool,
like,
man.
If you had an Xbox your entire life, and that's what you're comfortable with, why switch?
Yeah, like so for me, I'm a grown ass man. I pay bills. I got money. I'm gonna buy both. You know what I mean? I don't have to choose.
Exactly.
That's what I meant. Like that part of it is stupid to me.
But some people are fucking pea-brained, stupid people. Like, so it doesn't matter. Like
cell phones, like the iPhone people are like the most smug people in the world. I'm like,
just let's not. You know what? Let's not even.
I'm not gonna get to. I'm just saying. I'm like, okay, I guess.
I have a conversation about that because I have a few things to say, and I don't want to fucking. It's pointless to talk about that.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Yeah, I'm just saying the people with their phone, the allegiance to. It's like
allegiances in general and stuff that doesn't matter.
Like,
yeah, but I get it. But at the same time, I'm kind of like I get both sides of like I understand why people would do it, or not why, but I understand.
I understand. I understand buying only one thing, especially when. Depending on what it is, like maybe not PC parts, but like iPhones, Xbox, where you live in that ecosystem. So I get it because it kind of all talks to each other. So you have multiple Apple products that talks to each other. It works with each other. I get it. But like I said, to argue with people and like, oh, your shit's whack because it's not this, it's really stupid.
Yeah, I agree completely.
That being said, the Xbox is not scary.
Them. So yeah, so the PlayStation. I
But
hope it's
the one thing we do know about the PlayStation is the controller.
the controller, and that controller looks fucking sick as shit.
Dude, it's beautiful. The aesthetic of it is so fucking beautiful, dude.
If the fucking rumors are true, that you can buy like that it's gonna come with like the paddles and everything, like if it was like a scuff,
Yeah.
dude. If they do that, like, I'm gonna love it.
Well, like I
Because
said, they still haven't even shown the back of that controller, so we don't know if it comes with it or if they're gonna include the attachment that with it. You know what I mean?
well, even if it's like let's say it doesn't come with it, but it comes with like you can buy the parts for it.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That'd be fucking awesome because what you pay $60 for the controller and then like $20-$30 for the part, dude. A scuff come like my first scuff that I bought, it came out to like $200, and that wasn't even like fully custom that I wanted it to be.
Because like Microsoft has the Elite controller, which is pretty much that, and everybody that has one says it's the greatest controller in the world. I can't say if it is or isn't because I've never held one. And honestly, if I spent $250, I would, even if it wasn't, would say it's the best fucking controller because I need to convince myself.
Right.
But it's $250 fucking dollars for a fucking controller. No, thank you. If Sony comes out with this controller, it's $60, and like you said, it's an extra 20 to get the paddles on the back. Fucking sign me up. You know what I mean?
The thing that sucks though is like I can't go back to normal controller anymore, dude. Like I need the paddles in the back now that I'm used to it, and I hate it.
To me, that's why I haven't. Like I remember years ago, my brother like we contemplated getting scuffs because back when we were heavy into Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I heard about them, you hear what they do. I'm like, dude, that's fucking genius. It makes sense. And I've used I think it was yours, right? Yeah, it must have been yours. I used somebody's scuff controller, and it's weird the first time, obviously, because I'm not used to it. But like I said, for me, it makes sense. It clicked. It clicks in my head. Like I get it, and I want it, but I also haven't made the jump because it's too expensive, and then like you have to replace them. So like I said, if Sony comes out with a cheaper but still a good option for it, like you said, where the controller is 60, 70 and the paddles are another 20 on top of that, then I'm gonna be all over it. You know what I mean?
Same. Like I'm super excited. There's some what else has there been any other like news on the PlayStation besides the controller?
No, and then the reason why they out of nowhere showed the PS5 controller,
It's because it got leaked, right?
No. It's because it didn't get leaked, but it was about to get leaked because next developers, they've had the PS5 for a while now. The dev kit, because I'm sure you've seen the leak of that photo that looks like a fucking giant V.
Mm-hmm.
So that's whatever, but that's not the actual what the console is gonna look like. But the week that they sent out the photo, they sent it out because that's the week that they sent out the controller to developers so that they can use it while developing the game. So they're like, well, it's gonna leak because one of these fucking workers are gonna be assholes and leak it because that always happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fucking dev kit did. So that's why they put it out. Like Sony's like, you know what? We're not ready to show everything off, but we're gonna get ahead of the leak and we're gonna show the controller ourselves because it's gonna be in a couple hundred people's hands already. Eventually, it's gonna show up on Twitter because it always does. And so that's why they revealed it, because not because they plan to, but because they're sending that out to all these, and it's gonna leak. They'd rather get ahead of it. You know what I mean?
Damn, that sucks.
Especially because it's such a big change from their other controllers.
It really is, dude. Like
PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 all literally look identical. And this is the first time they've kind of changed it a little bit, and it looks much better because to me the PlayStation controller is one of the best controllers. There's a reason they haven't changed it. I love the layout. But one thing I always said, it's a little bit small, and this one, and I got big hands, so this one's a little bigger. So this one looks like it's gonna be perfect to me.
Yeah, it looks. I'm excited, dude. I can't wait until until I can actually use it to see if it's good or not.
And
Because if
this,
it's not good, then I'll just stick to my scuffs.
yeah, exactly. And then another thing is it being white, black, and blue with blue lights. To me, I have a feeling that's what the console is gonna look like, white and with blue lights, and it's probably gonna look sick as shit.
Very nice.
Because the controller always matches the console. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't freaking wait. But other than that, yeah, no, they haven't shown nothing. They haven't said nothing. All they've said is because they asked them before this whole Corona thing, like, they announced they're not going to be at E3 because they haven't been to E3 the last 2 years, or maybe just last year.
I think it was just last year.
Yeah, it was last year. Because they were like, oh, it's because they have nothing to show. Next year they're going to blow it all out with
PS5 stuff.
PS5, and then they announced it late last year. We're like, no, we're not going to be at E3. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to do our own show. And they're like, oh, are you still going to do it around E3? And they're like, no, we will not be doing anything around E3. So originally they weren't going to show it in June, but there's rumors out there that they were going to do it in May, but now with the Corona thing, it's kind of like it's up in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the moment, as far as I've seen, there's no news on it.
Which sucks, but it's all right. We'll survive. So
I mean, like I said, like to me, it's not a big deal. Like these consoles are not coming out till October, November. So like, why do I? To be honest, with you, the later I know about it, the better. So that the especially if they announce like a fucking game I want to watch.
Exactly, because the hype is going to be there for when it does come out.
So like if they announced it today and they announced God of War 2, which God of War 1's fucking phenomenal, one of the best games this generation, then I'm gonna be over here like, fuck, dude, I gotta wait fucking, I don't know, 6-7 months to play it. But if they wait till July to show it, and like, well, you know what, it's only 3 more months and we're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm excited. It's always a good time to be a gamer when these fucking the consoles and stuff are being announced, because it just means more shit for us to do.
Oh, you know what? We forgot one last thing before we end this podcast.
What's up?
The review of PS5 might be in early June. Remember the PlayStation Magazine? So the PlayStation Magazine said they're going to be showing next gen PS5 games in their July issue, which comes out on June 5th.
Oh shit!
So the rumor is, yeah, that and then I'm reading like a news article right now. From never mind, but the news article, never mind, because it's from a website I never heard of. But the magazine's real. Where they're going to be showing next gen PS5 in their July issue, which comes out June 5th. So maybe from now to then we'll probably get something. This is like a Microsoft thing, and they just show you third-party stuff. But yeah, on PS5 it's coming. The next gen starts next issue with the reveal of the latest games coming to PS5 on June 2nd. So I guess from now to June 2nd, we just gotta wait and see what Sony does.
Hopefully we get at least a little bit of news. And anyways, whatever news that pops up, if it warrants a discussion, we'll always talk about it on the podcast, because yeah,
of course,
because we talked about from the very beginning that this is going to be like all things nerd related, like nerd culture.
Yeah, and then Xbox said their full reviews in July.
Cool. So like when any information does come out, we'll talk about it like we did today. I think this is the end of the show for today.
Yeah,
the thing
that's
is,
it for me.
I'm just gonna announce the movie we're gonna watch for next week.
Next Friday.
For Friday. Even though it's not super old, but it's kind of old. It's Monster House.
I'm hyped.
We're gonna watch Monster House. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna give a small little review. Because I remember loving this movie when I was younger, but it came out in 2006, and I don't know. I felt like watching the movie, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like they just added it to Netflix, right?
I think it's been there for a little bit, but either way, yeah, it's on there, and I'm excited. I love this movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, and I'm excited to watch it again.
So yeah, I saw it the other day, like on Netflix, and I was scrolling through, and I was bored, and I was like, I want to watch that, but I was like, you know what? I haven't chosen my movie for the podcast yet, so Let's knock out one bird with let's knock out two birds with one stone. I almost fucked that up. That fucked that saying up. So, I think that's it for today. Unless you have something else you want to talk about, dude.
No, that's it.
That's
Just go out there, buy all the Sour Patch Chips Ahoys.
Oof. Nasty. Very fucking nasty.
That's it for me, though.
Okay.
All right,
Then
later, guys.
peace out, you guys.